1:53 a.m.
Hi, this is Britney Spears. It's Sunday the 18th. I was just saying I want out of this conservatorship. I've been blackmailed by visitation of my babies by this conservatorship. I'm confined, restrained, and stripped of my civil rights, and I demand the state of California to review this case because I feel it's illegal.
Britney's controversial former manager has just released an old voicemail message from the star proving that she has been fighting to end this conservatorship for more than a decade. I'm going to get into all those details in just a moment, but first if you could do us a big favor and please tap that like button, we'd really appreciate it. And with that out of the way, let's begin. Now before I get into all the details of this story, I just want to read out exactly what Britney said on that voicemail because the audio is a little bad, and if you're hard of hearing like myself, then I'm sure you were a bit confused. On the voicemail, Britney said, "Hi, this is Britney Spears. It's Sunday the 18th. Just so you know, I want out of this conservatorship. I've been blackmailed by visitation with my babies by the conservatorship. I'm confined, restrained, and stripped of my civil rights, and I demand the state of California to review this case because I feel it's illegal. Bye." Many people on Twitter though began criticizing Sam Lutfi for holding on to these audio files until now. However, according to an interview that he did with Page Six, Sam claims to have actually leaked these voicemails in the past, but because everyone is hyper aware of Britney's situation now, his recent post has gained a lot of traction. Lutfi, who claimed to have managed Spears from 2007 to 2008, was previously blamed by Britney's family for her 2007 breakdown. The first clip that we played for you is just one of 3 that Sam has posted in hopes of exposing all of the lies that the family is trying to tell right now. In the second clip, which featured an old photo of Britney with both of her kids, she says, "Hi, my name's Britney Spears. I called you earlier. I'm calling again because I just wanted to make sure that during the process of eliminating my conservatorship that my father has threatened me several times, that you know he'll take my children away. I just want to be guaranteed that everything will be fine with the process and that you guys are taking care of everything, that things will stay the same as far as my custodial time. That's it. Bye." Sam then adds a comment to this one that says, "Months later, still nothing." Then in the third clip that Sam Lutfi says was likely recorded in 2009 as well, Britney can be heard clearly requesting to be represented by new counsel. She says in the recording, "Hi, this is Britney Spears. I want John Erdley and John Patterson to represent me as a court-appointed attorney in my best interest and best wishes. Okay, bye." Sam then goes on to add the year later, 2009 maybe, still nothing. Ingham claimed all these were fake and her folks verified that they were not her. All left on my phone every year. What a world we live in. Those babies can drive now and still nothing has changed. Although it wasn't until recently that Britney finally was able to obtain a new attorney. And Matthew Rosengart has been able to do so much in just a short amount of time, which really makes you think about what her life could have been had the people she was calling for help just listened to her. All this last clip does is show how long she has been fighting to remove her court-appointed attorney Samuel Ingham. Back in May of 2008, a California court had denied John Erdley's bid to challenge Jamie as the conservator of Britney's estate, despite her pleading with them to let him be in charge. It's also important to note here though that Britney was granted a restraining order against Sam Lutfi in February of 2008, apparently on the same day that her conservatorship began. Which, I don't know about you, but that seems a little sus, because if her father was in charge of her affairs at the time, of course he didn't want Sam nosing around and leaking voicemails like we just heard. The worst part is that during this time, the media was branding Britney as being crazy, yet in the clip she is clearly of sound mind and body, pleading that she wanted Erdley to represent her. Sam goes on to say in another caption, "This was one of the first ones. The transcript is in the post. Every attorney received a copy. The beginning of the messages were all time and phone number stamped. They all knew these were real, and legit every judge threw these out. Wouldn't even call her into chambers to ask if these were real or not. Zilch, zero, nothing. There was never anyone on the inside that would help. These calls are to my phone. These calls cost me a ton of money in court, tarnished my name further, but also tore my soul apart. I had no idea where to turn. No one was listening. No one seemed to care. I can't believe nothing has changed. She will never get those years back. Her children were robbed of a huge chunk of history with their mother. You, Hill Street." Thankfully, since June, Britney has been able to publicly voice the exact same concerns that she had way back then, even getting the chance to detail the pain and torture that she was put through over the following 13 years in this conservatorship. In 2 separate hearings, Britney slammed her conservators for mistreating her as she requested yet again for this all to end at once. Her new attorney Matthew Rosengart said that he will be fighting to fulfill his client's wishes at the next court date set for September 29th. In addition to that, Sam Lutfi has said that he has notified Matthew that he is available for whatever he may need, although that may be a tad bit difficult considering the fact that in June of 2019, Lutfi was slapped with another restraining order that prevents him from having any contact with Britney or her family for 5 years. But we would love to hear your thoughts on all of this though, so don't forget to drop us a comment down below. And while you do that, I'm going to check out some of your comments from the video titled "Rapper DaBaby Gets Cancelled After Homophobic Rant." Exility says, "Twitter is literally the kid who reminded the teacher of homework." Twitter is the kid that reminded the substitute teacher of homework. Now, we'll add on that. Jocelyn Brown says, "These celebrities never cease to amaze me." Yeah, it is a strange world we live in with all these celebs acting wild. Aiden Diskin says, DaBaby never put his cell phone lighter up. DaGaby confirmed. DaGaby. Oh. If I could pin this comment right now, I would. Good job, Aiden. Good job. That's some investigative work right there. I love the IO team. D-Money says, dude is a whole killer. I don't think he cares about people's feelings. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he really cares at all what people are saying about him on Twitter. Bojack H says, if DaBaby gets canceled for anything, it should be for calling himself DaBaby. Savage, but agreed. It is a strange name. But guys, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy, YouTube, or at least try.